Hello guys, welcome to Software Originals official channel, and today is another exciting day to learn programming. Okay, so before I get started, let me briefly explain to you what we are going to do today. I was playing along with list tiles and or list tile, and I came across to develop something like this. Basically something like this is for absolute beginners, and I think this is going to help you to design something like this if you are developing an app or anything like that. So that is what we're going to do today, and I believe you'll be learning a lot. But before we get started with this lesson, let me recommend a particular YouTube channel for you to tackle if you want to, if you want to be good in programming, or if you want to get along with Flutter, then this channel is very good for you to go ahead with it. CodeX is a YouTube channel which comes along with Flutter and Dart tutorials. This guy is awesome. He's very good. He has a lot of videos which is very good. His explanations are very good. That is where I get my inspirations from, and he is very powerful guy. Okay, so I recommend for you to get to subscribe to his channel. Click the notification bell icon to get notified anytime he comes live or upload any video. That is CodeX for you. Alright, so after doing that, you have to subscribe to Software Originals channel, and let me take this opportunity to enlighten you on the goal we have for this channel. This channel gives you the basic ideas in programming. Most especially, we have Flutter basic tutorials, absolute for beginners. If you are new in Flutter, you can learn a lot from this channel. But this channel, we have a lot of videos of VB.net, and that go beyond intermediate to advanced. So if you want to learn a lot, you can just go to my channel, and you can take a good look at there and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell icon to get notified anytime I upload any exciting video. So with no further ado, let's hop right into the video and let's get started. Okay, so from here, as you can see, I have this here. That is what we are going to build today. So with no further ado, let's see what I have here. From this side, you could see that I have my void main run app, material app, and I'm gonna specify the home page, and that home is gonna be a scaffold. So within this scaffold, I'm going to specify an app bar. So as you can see, this app bar top here, that is what we are going to build for the first time. So within this app bar, we are just going to say, okay, let's try to build up this text. So we're just going to say title, and that title is going to be a text, and this text is going to be WhatsApp business, right? So this is what I did, and we're just going to create these two guys, and that is going to be an action. So these actions can be widgets, or they can just be icons. So I'm just going to specify them by icon. So I just say icon, then I say icon dot menu. Okay, so let's use the search for now, and that is going to be the icon, and let's specify icon. Then you're just going to say icons dot menu, right? So this is what I did, and when I hard reload this, you will see that I have this guy right up here. Okay, so that is what I did for this project, and you can see this is what I have here. So I created a padding to these icons, and yes, that expanded, or that gave it a more room for for the project to look more awesome. So the next thing is for me to remove this banner out from there. So for the banner, we just have to say banner, check banner, debug show checked banner to false, and that is absolutely going to remove this banner right here. So let's specify the color of the app bar. So we're just going to say background color, and that is going to be colors.green, and let's specify the strength of the green to 900. And doing that, you could see that it's you now have what I did previously. Yeah, so this is how I came about to design this. So let's specify the body right here. Let's specify the body, and the body I am going to say get data, right? So let's say get all data. Okay, so in this get data, that is we have to create this widget, right? So I'll just copy this widget, and I will just come down here, and then I'll say widget, then I paste this, then I create this widget. Okay, so within this widget, that is where all our codes, most of our codes are going to be, right? Okay, so before we get started, let's list up all our strings, right? So I'll just say that list, which are strings, and this string I'm just gonna call it WhatsApp contacts, right? And within this WhatsApp contacts, I'm gonna declare some some strings. So in this strings, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say var list. So I'm just gonna say contact list equals to a new list, and this list is gonna be they're all gonna be strings, and I'm gonna generate random numbers. So I'm going to generate to thousands of contacts. You can decide to go in for any number you wish to go in for, and I'll say okay, let's leave this to be index for now, and this null is going to be the text we're going to be calling from the list, right? So this is going to be, I'm just going to leave this to the telephone number or the phone number of the list. So I'm just going to leave this now. Now let's return our contact list, right? So we have this here. We've generated our list right here. So let's come back to our get data. So we're just going to say var, let's say all list, right? So let's say var all list to our WhatsApp contact, right? So we're just gonna use the all list as our WhatsApp contacts list, right? So let's say var generated list equals to a list view, and this time we're gonna use builder, right? So in this list view builder, we're gonna use a context and index, right? Okay, so within this context and index, we just have to return. So this is where we're gonna return our list tile, right? Okay, so what this list tile is going to do is, that is where we're going to call, or we're going to generate our widget to. So first of all, we created the list to be generated, and we've converted the list into widgets, which is here. So now we're gonna just transfer the widget to the list tile. So I'm gonna start by a title, and within this title, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to specify it by a text widget, and within this text widget, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to call all list, and all list I'm going to call the context of it, right? So that is it. No, I'm just going to call the index, right? All right, so that is it. So now we have this title here, but when I run this application, you could see that nothing is going to happen because we've not returned the generated list. So let's return the generated list. So we're just going to say return, then we say generated list, right? So we're just going to return the generated list, and now you can see that we have a bunch of lists out there, and that is quite interesting and very, very nice. So we have all these generated lists right here, and I think it is very, very interesting, and it's very, very beautiful. Now we can go ahead and then add a lot of stuffs here, and that is quite interesting, right? So we can add a leading icon, and that leading icon, that is going to be, I would like to use an avatar, right? So I would like to use a circular avatar, and this circular avatar is going to be, the child is going to be an icon, and I would like to choose icons dot person, and I'll just have to specify the color to be colors dot white. Good. So when I just start this up, or when I just hot reload this, you see that now we have the icons positioned at the left hand side of our project, right? Awesome. So let's change the back color of the icon, or let's say of the circular avatar. So let's say color, you say background color is going to be colors dot gray. I'm just going to use gray for now, and I'm going to set the strength of 600 for now, and that is absolutely, that is going to replace everything as I have here. Okay, so I did a quick check on my WhatsApp, and I saw that most of the WhatsApp contacts, when you take a good look at them, they have something like hey there, I'm using WhatsApp. So that is what I'm going to use for the title, for the subtitle. So for the subtitle, okay, so let me come here. So that is going to be the subtitle of this. So the subtitle, I'm going to say is a text, and with this text I'm going to say, okay, hey there, I am using WhatsApp, right? So I have this as my subtext, and when I subtitle, so when I just refresh or reload it, the system, you could see that everything is quite working amazingly. So there you go, we have this right here, and that is very, very good. Now we have to convert this whole list view into a card, and I learned all I think we could do a lot of stuff with it. So click on the list tile, and let's generate a widget, and we're gonna say it's a card, right? So just like that, a card, and within this card you could see that it just creates a card around this widgets, right? So we have this guy here, and that is very, very interesting, that is very, very beautiful, that is very, very nice. All right, so let's see one thing. We can also use trailing, and the trailing, we're just going to use a column for now, and this column you're going to specify the children as widgets, right? So within this widget, we're just gonna first get a text, and this text is gonna be the current time of the message came, right? So I'll just say 5 p.m. and I'll just specify the text style of this, and I'm gonna work with a color. So that is gonna be colors dot green, right? That is awesome, and I can say the strength is going to be 900 as well. So apart from that, we just have to say, okay, let's add a container. But before we add a container, let's refresh this and let's see what we have here. Okay guys, so you could see that we now have the time generated right here on top of everything, and it's amazing. So we're just gonna add up a container, and within this container, this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna say that the width is gonna be, let's say maybe 20, and the height is gonna be 20, right? So we can first of all specify the color to see what we have here, and I think with that we're gonna see how it's gonna appear when we add up the container right here. So we have the container right here, and I believe we can even decide to choose 23 to 23, and that is awesome. That is gonna extend the size of the of the container for us, and that is quite awesome. So I love this. Now let's try to add up a decoration. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to specify a decoration. So a decoration is going to be the box decoration, and within this box decoration I'm going to set up a border radius, right? A border radius, and that is going to be border radius that circle, and this circle I'm just going to choose maybe 200, and because I have the color outside the decoration is going to throw an error, so I just have to cut this and I just have to paste it right in here. Okay, so when I just reload again, you can see that I have this I have this nice container, and it's very, very spherical, right? Okay, so now let's try to add up a child of this container, and let's see what we have here. So I'm just going to specify a text as the child, and that is going to be, let's say, maybe 5, right? Good. So that is going to be the text of that, and I'm going to just specify the color. So I'm just going to say style, text style, and I'm going to specify the color as well. So that is going to be color, that is going to be colors dot white for now, and I just hot reloaded, and you could see that I have the color specified inside within the container, and that is very, very interesting. You could see that. So now let's try to work along with the padding of them. So with the text, I would like to padding the whole thing. Let's padding the text, and I'm just going to use symmetric, and with a horizontal, let's set the horizontal to 4, and let's set the vertical to 2 for now, and let's see how it works. Okay, so I think this works amazingly. So I think I will rather set the vertical to 5 for now, and let's see what we have here. That is going to help us to shift this in the center of it, and I think I love that. Okay, so now with this I'll just have to for the container as well, I'll just wrap it with a pattern, but with this pattern I'll just copy all this pattern I have here. I'll just copy the pattern, and I will replace it by this pattern right here, so that I get the same pattern for them. So I'll just restart or hot reload to see what I've done so far, and there you go. You could see that it's quite it's quite overflowing, right, or overflowed. So then what I have to do here is I have to set this to 2 and set this to 2, and let's see what we have here. I think that overflow is gonna be solved, right? So, and that is going to be quite interesting, right? Excellent. So we have this right here. So I'll just have to wrap up the child of the text, which is the 5, with a pattern as well, and this pattern too, I'll just love to paste the same size of them. So this is how it's going to be. You could see that the 5 is going to be centered, and I love that. So I think I have to play along with the horizontal. Let's use the let's select 7 for the horizontal. Let's hard reload, and let's see what we have here. And then I think the vertical needs to be 4, and I think it's kind of cool. Okay, so let's set the vertical to 4, and that is going to center the whole thing for us. So far so good. This is how I came across to develop this awesome project. Now, last but not the least, I think we have one more thing to add, and that is the floating action bar. So with the floating action bar, is quite simple. We just have to come after this body, and we just have to say after this guy, we just have to say sorry. Okay, so I think it's after this guy, we just have to specify the floating action button. That is going to be floating action button, and within this button, the child is going to be an icon, right? and this icon is going to be icons dot message, right? So we just have to use a message guy, and let's say the back color of this. So back color is going to be colors dot green, and let's specify the colors with a strength of 900. So that is how I came across to build this, and I really love it. I believe in our next upcoming video we could add a lot of features to that. We could add a pop-up message or a pop-up dialogue. You can go ahead and then add up or enable the on press event of this particular of this particular list style. So you can come up here, you say on tab. So on tab, what should it happen with the on tab? I could say that okay, with this on tab, I just want to say that okay, print, let's see from the console. So I just want to print something, right? So I just want to print you just clicked, then from here what I'm just gonna say is okay. So what I'm just gonna say is you just clicked the particular context. Sorry, so you just click the particular context or the index of it. So yes, so let's see, you just clicked. So what I'm going to say here is I'm going to add this sign, and let's see the options it had for us. You see we have index and then we have all list. So I'm just going to say all list, and within this all list I'm just going to specify the index, right? I think this can be cool, but if I'm going to do it this way, I think I have to wrap these in this guy. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I think it's now been enabled. Let's look at the console and see what we have here. Now you could see that when I click on any of these, is now clickable, and it's going to say you just clicked, and then the index of it is just you just clicked, and the index of it, and it goes just like that. You see? Yes. So that is how I managed to come along with this. You can indeed, in fact, add a lot of features to this particular project. Okay, so I think I am very happy, exciting to come along with this awesome video tutorial. But hey, before you go, make sure you check out CodeX official YouTube channel, so that you subscribe to this channel for amazing videos out there. You have a lot of videos that is very interesting and very good for you as a developer or as an Android iOS developer. All right, also try to check out my channel and subscribe to my channel as well for more exciting videos. Okay, so my name still remains Icesoft Original, and this is the beginners level lesson we just ran through. So until we meet again on our next lesson, have a nice day, and Icesoft Original is out.